guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Aquarius.
I'm just here. I don't have a name badge. I don't have a W-2 form. I'm not an official employee of the show. I'm a guest this time.
I can't stand you.
My name is James.
And today we kind of wanted to give you guys an update on about a year of us moving into our home. Many of you took the journey with us, from the beginning all the way to, moving in.
All right, so before we get started here, I got a couple announcements. Number one, I got a call to action for y'all. My wife makes dope content all the time. So if this is your first time checking her out, definitely hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can be alerted anytime she drops some new heat.
What he said.
Number two, I participate from time to time in videos, but mostly behind the scenes. But if you guys think that I add value to the channel and that I should participate more in front of the camera, leave that in the comment section and let me know. Also, give me some suggestions of what type of videos that you think I should participate in. And then lastly, I got to do a shameless plug. My best friend and his girl have a new YouTube channel. It's called Real Life with Adam and Sheridan. We're going to link it in the comment section below or description section below. Please go check them out. They're dope.
Check them out. It's awesome, guys.
They actually have a new series going right now. It's called Couch Convos. It's pretty dope. You should go check it out for sure.
Okay, so the first question is, are you satisfied with your home purchase?
Yeah, I mean, overall, I say I'm satisfied with, whenever you buy a new home, and you don't have to buy a new home, if you rent a new home, if you just move from place to place, I think it's kind of like having a car. You don't really know what you truly appreciate or really want in a house or a vehicle until you've experienced it. And then once you have, you kind of pick up on things that you'd rather have the next time around.
Right.
So, for example, our very first house we bought back in the day, this was back in Memphis, Tennessee, and the inside of the house was dope, especially for a first-time home buyer, a starter home.
Yeah.
It had vaulted ceilings, had pretty good finishings, had a large master bath, massive master bedroom closet, but it was on a zero lot, so they had like a tiny backyard. And we had really little kids at the time, so that part didn't really matter. But as they got older, we were like, all right, in the next house, we definitely want a bigger backyard.
Right. So
when we sold that house, we ended up relocating to Cleveland, Ohio. We bought that house and we got the big backyard. So we got a big fenced-in backyard that's perfect for the kids. We put a big swing set back there for them and all other kind of stuff. But we had to sacrifice on some of the other things. The house was actually bigger than our first home, but it was a two-story home, so it didn't have the vaulted ceilings. It didn't have the big grand master bathroom. It didn't have the giant master closet.
Right.
And because this woman right here got too many clothes and too many shoes, we really needed a giant closet.
That's right. I like shop.
So then this is our third crack at it. And in this home, we were able to keep the backyard. We got it fenced in for little Mudzilla here.
Yes, my baby.
This house is the biggest that we've had so far. So we got a lot more space. But once again, there's a few things that once you get into it, we got everything that was on our must-have list, and we got a lot of things that were just on our wish list.
Right.
But once they're unlimited, so there are a couple more things that we definitely would want in the next home.
I agree.
Yeah. All right, so what about from your perspective? Are you satisfied with your home purchase?
Am I satisfied with the home? Yes, I do. I love my house. I think that it is I love the curb appeal outside. When you pull up, it's so big and grand. So I actually like that part. I love the location because it was for the kids. They were able to stay in the same school district. We'll get to later some of the things that I would have wanted to change, but for overall, I'm very satisfied.
All right, cool.
Okay, guys, so the next question is, what upgrades have we made to our home? I'm gonna let Boo take this.
All right, so we actually have a lot of videos documenting the changes that we made to the home. So if you haven't checked them out, browse through the catalog, check them out. And we have I have a tremendous honey-do list of all the other things that we want to do to the property.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure she'll be documenting that as well. So be on the lookout for more content. But just a few things that we did. All right, so number one, it was a brand new home. So it wasn't like buying an old dated home that needed like a massive rehab and you had to do a lot of work. But even with the brand new home, there were certain little things that were missing or that we wanted to change. So like number one, the kitchen cabinets and the bathroom cabinets, they didn't come with any hardware. There were no, pulls or knobs or anything like that. So that was an easy fix that I added. Inexpensive, easy to do, and I think it makes a huge difference in the look.
Definitely elevated the look of the space.
Another thing that I did was a lot of the faucets, like in the kitchen and the bathrooms, even the shower heads in the bathroom, were kind of just builder grade, real basic looking, not a lot of function. So I upgraded all of them. I put new bathroom faucets in. They're kind of fancier looking. The shower heads, I replaced those throughout with kind of the large shower heads that also had the attached wand.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot more effective, especially for like cleanup time and for bathing puppies.
Yes.
I still haven't swapped out the kitchen faucet yet, so that's next on my list. And I got a bunch of other stuff next on my list. Now, another thing that we did is we did a little bit of work outside. So the backyard wasn't fenced in. We have a little dog. So he needed it fenced in so he can have a giant outdoor bathroom essentially. So we got it fenced in. And then once I got it fenced in, we have a patio, balcony rather as well, wood balcony. And both of those, when you get them installed brand new, are just a regular wood color. It's like kind of that yellowish brown wood color. Well, the problem with that is over time, if you don't paint or stain those, they'll fade and turn gray. We didn't want that to happen. So I actually stained our balcony and the entire fence. And I went with kind of like it's a redwood color. It looks kind of orangish red, but I think it was a good look.
It looks great.
Yeah. Another thing that we did is outside, for whatever reason, we have this wood balcony that I was telling you about, but beneath that, there was this big space that they didn't put sod. There's no grass or anything there. They just kind of filled that in with pine straw. And right in front of the door, you had a really small kind of 3x3 square. And with a dog, I was just envisioning that being a nightmare. Yeah, it'd go out there, if it's raining, it'd get muddy, attract all the mud in the house, so it'd just be really hard to clean him up good before he comes in. So what I did is I hired a company to come out and pop out that little bitty 3x3 square. And I put a massive, I think it's like 11 foot by 21 foot concrete slab out there to serve as our downstairs patio. And that gives me enough room for patio seating, patio furniture. It's got enough room for my grill. We put some heat lamps out there in case we want to go out there in the wintertime. We also put some hanging swinging chairs. Check out that video. That's a dope video too.
It is. I love those. I love the hanging chairs.
And that's the majority of what we've done thus far. But like I said, we got some more things we want to change over time. Just taking our time. All right. So next question for you guys is, what tips would you have for someone else that's looking for a home right now?
I'm gonna go first this time.
You can. Sure.
Okay. So, tips for someone who is getting a home, even if it's not your first home. Number one is knowing what you want, and what you can sacrifice and without having, because depending upon your budget, you may not be able to get everything, but you need a must-have list. What do you really, really want in order to, live in this house for an extended period of time, and what meets your needs? So I think that is very important.
Okay, good point. A couple of tips I would throw out there is, number one, don't go house poor, because you're gonna want to do things other than just live in your house.
That's
so,
true.
Try to get as many things as you can on your wish list. Maybe stretch yourself a little bit, but make sure you're leaving room in the budget to really enjoy life.
Oh, that's good.
Another tip I would give you guys is pay attention to the property value in your area as well as interest rates. Because when you're financing a home, if you don't put at least 20% down as a down payment, you're going to be tacked on with PMI. However, once your property gets 20% equity, that PMI goes away. Now, when we bought our home, we only put 15% down, and I was expecting to have PMI for like 4 years. Well, fortunately for us, what happened is our house appreciated over 10% the very first year, really less than the first year.
was amazing.
So after our first year, I went ahead and refinanced, and I actually benefited a couple ways. One, I was able to eliminate the PMI, and two, interest rates had dropped significantly, so I was able to lock in a much lower rate, and as a result, I was able to shave like over $300 off our monthly mortgage. So it's definitely a win-win. So keep a lookout on that.
Okay, so another tip is have a realistic expectation as far as decorating and furnishing your home. It is very expensive, okay, to furnish a home, especially if you are, moving from your parents' house and you really don't have any furniture, or if you're coming from an apartment to a home. Now you have more rooms, more wall space, and you have to know that it's gonna take more than just, 30 days or 60 days to get the home, to your liking or your satisfaction. So with that being said, of course, I do home decor videos, so there will be plenty more decorating going on at our residence. Make sure you stay tuned for that. And I guess we are ready for the next question.
Yeah, well, one thing I'll add to this, especially fellas out there, if you got a woman like mine that for some reason thinks that a new home means throw away everything and get everything brand new. New furniture, new decor, this old furniture doesn't go with the new house. These old paintings don't go with
That's true.
Okay, well, hey, just be prepared.
That's true.
Okay, so last question that we have here is, based on your most recent experience, what would you like to see in your next home?
For my next home, I would like a more private backyard, because our backyard isn't private as we thought it was, because everybody has a balcony, or most of the homes around here are 2-story homes. So you can see over into your neighbor's yard. So when you go out, or if they come out, they can see everything you're doing, and it's really not private.
Yeah, a privacy fence really doesn't work if people have balconies and can just look right over the fence.
Right. So definitely that is something that I'm going to definitely pay attention to when we get ready to buy or purchase another home later on down the line when the kids go off to college. Another thing would be grand entrance. I feel like my entrance is okay. I want something that just goes wow when you first walk into the home, and the first thing that you don't just walk right into is a staircase that's leading you either upstairs or downstairs in the home. We didn't get like a separate living room, dining room area. Even if we don't in our next home get a separate one, I would like a more open space than this. I feel like it's good, but once you live, you learn, that there's a little bit better. So I would like it to be, because it's kind of small.
I can see those. And once, the kids go off to college, we can downsize a little bit. I'd say the next home, I probably wouldn't do a 2-story home. I'd probably do a 1-story home, especially if it's gonna be like the forever home that we're gonna grow old and wrinkly in and not be able to trek up 3 flights of stairs that we have here. I would also say for the backyard, like a large covered patio with a built-in fireplace, outdoor TV, stuff like that.
So I guess another one for me would be having a large walk-in closet, or turning a bedroom into a closet, because a lot of houses won't suffice for all of the fashion, purses, shoes, and everything that comes along with it. I come with a lot of stuff.
Look, when you get rid of your children and you send them off to college, you can turn one of their rooms into a whole closet. You can be like the diva Miss Freddie, your mama.
Yes, my mom.
And have a whole bedroom turned into a closet.
That's where I got from. But still, I need, my closet now is kind of small, but it's deep as far as walking into.
I wouldn't call it small, but it could be bigger. But the real problem is she got too many clothes and shoes, and I'm probably guilty of the same.
That's true. Yes, probably just as much as I do. Not as far as shoes, but I think you got a lot of clothes, though.
Neither.
Seriously.
I got a lot, but you got too much.
Okay, I'll take that one, 13.
All right, well look, we appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video today and share some insights into where we are so far in our journey, as well as what the next steps are going to be. Like we mentioned previous in the video, we got plenty more dope content on the way. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, stay tuned for much more.
Bye.